MacVoices is supported by Eero, the wireless mesh network solution that you need. Visit Eero.com to get yours and use the coupon code MacVoices to receive free overnight shipping. Hi, I'm Chuck Joyner. This is MacVoices at Macstock 2017 in Woodstock, Illinois. I'm here with Elle Newman. Elle is a first-time Macstock attendee, and we thought it might be interesting to kind of wrap up the show by hearing from someone who was here for the first time, why she came, and what she took away. Elle, welcome. It's good to see you.
It's really good to meet you, Chuck.
It has been a blast here. We've had such a great time over the weekend, but I'm really curious. Let's start from the beginning. Why are you here? Why did you come to Macstock as a first-time attendee?
Well, I was lucky enough to be invited. So I had a good friend that was speaking here, and I had the opportunity to come, is sort of the short story. But why I chose, I guess I was interested probably on my own. I wouldn't have thought like, oh, I'm going to go to Macstock. But I ended up taking a lot away from it that I'll be going home to try. So
okay, so that's perfect. That's perfect. Did you feel like was it intimidating at all to decide to try to come and sit through all of this geekery, or was it something that sounded like, oh yeah, I might get something out of it?
Well, so I did look over some of the topics, beforehand, and I knew that there was some things that would have been well beyond, how I use my computer. And in some of those ways, like home automation, it's not like I'm doing a ton of that on my own, but it's something that's interesting. But there are also just a number of topics that are things I could really use. Yours was one of those, and some of those I had heard about before, some of the things, and it kind of reminded me like, oh yeah, go and check, and there's other ways to use that trackpad. But by the way, the dialogue on the print box to save the receipts is something they'll be doing from now on.
Lots of online shopping.
Well, maybe you can edit that, but no, just kidding. No, but I'm self-employed, so I need to keep track of receipts and things like that. Yeah.
Okay, that's so.
I wasn't really intimidated. That's the question you actually asked.
Well, no, that's good, because this certainly is probably the least intimidating place you can come to learn things, even though maybe the topics might lead people to think that it is. How did you feel like you were welcomed, and how have you related to everybody around?
It was a really warm welcoming, and the crowd is really helpful. Not only the speakers, but I just noticed a lot of other people here, like from users groups and just overhearing conversations. So I'm online shopper and also eavesdropper. We can we can put that in. But no, it's just a bunch of people kind of helping each other out, and I've been thinking about this. It's kind of like there's a couple of levels, and there's an interesting nerd or geek part of it that you can kind of just get caught up in, like, okay, how does this work and why does it work this way? Which there is a level of that's interesting, even for someone who doesn't spend my life doing that. But really, like, our computers are just helping us do our work. And so it's just a bunch of people helping each other on kind of like, how can the back end of things go a little bit easier? How can the workflow go a little bit easier? It's cool.
What do you do for a living?
Well, so the self-employed part is I'm a life coach, and part-time I manage a yoga studio, and I also teach. So not a real technical background.
No, but that to me is really interesting, because without a real technical background, you still found it beneficial. So it kind of proves that, okay, this may be a tech-oriented conference, but you don't have to be tech-oriented in your life to benefit from it.
Right. Well, I feel like anyone who has any element of self-employment or is an artist and is keeping track of their stuff on a computer somehow, either through photographs or our writers, would really benefit from something like this. I'm surprised there's not more people here. Yeah. We need more people like me. I should get the word out somehow. Yeah.
Exactly. Well, you just became the poster child for getting more people here.
Okay.
How's that?
Excellent. People don't show up for my parties, though, so you should be...
Okay, well.
You might want a different poster child. We'll keep looking.
If you don't mind, and if you do, that's fine. Any online presences, Twitter or Facebook, that we can offer to people to contact you if they'd like to find out what you got out of it?
Oh, absolutely. I'm on Facebook, just my name, ELLENEWMAN. Twitter, it's complicated. It's a different name, but also I have a website, so ellenewman.com. They can also contact me off of that.
Excellent. Well, I hope to see you right back here next year.
All right. I hope to see you too. Thanks a lot, Chuck.
Thank you, Elle. Folks, I'm Chuck Joyner. This is MacVoices. This has been our coverage of Macstock 2017. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you've gotten something out of it. We will be back again next year with this same coverage. Until then, thanks for watching. Visit MacVoices.com for show notes, links to subscribe, and to connect with Chuck on Twitter, Google+, Facebook, YouTube, Vimeo, SoundCloud, the MacVoices blog, the MacVoices Dispatch, our weekly newsletter, and on MacVoices Magazine, free on Flipboard that helps you do more with your Apple tech. Advertising handled by Backbeat Media at backbeatmedia.com. Bandwidth provided by CacheFly at cachefly.com.